What's going on, guys? It's your boy Clashing here, back again with another video. Hopefully you all having an absolutely amazing day. I know I am. And if you are having an absolutely amazing day, then I would actually like you to press the like button, because if you don't, then the Tooth Fairy will come into your house and steal all of your candy corn. I don't know why you would have candy corn, but it will steal it if you have it. So you better go ahead and press that like button if you don't want all your candy corn to be stolen by the, I don't know how to talk today. If you don't want the Tooth Fairy to steal your candy corn, then just press that like button. Today I got a funny story time for you. If you guys have been watching the channel for a while now, then you would know about this one kid named, for the sake of this video, we'll just call him Anthony, the kid that choked me. Yeah, it was a very weird experience, but yeah, I dropped out of summer school, like last week. No, 2 weeks ago, and yeah, the kid, that Anthony kid, he was in summer school with me, so I thought it would be a pretty interesting story since he did a lot of interesting things while we were in summer school. So let's go ahead and start the video. So basically, I went in summer school, and I went into my first hour class and he wasn't in there. I went to my second hour class, he wasn't in there. But whenever I got to my third hour, I saw him, and I wasn't expecting him. Like, I was going like, where is that kid that choked me back in 5th grade? Yeah, I wasn't doing that because, I mean, that's just really weird to do. I don't know why anyone would do that. Have you ever done that? Hopefully not. But, yeah, I walked in my third hour class, saw him, and since I saw him, I decided to go up to him and just be polite, say, hey, how you doing? Remember me in 5th grade? You choked me because I, quote-unquote, cut in front of you in line. And he was like, in his little, squeaky voice, he was like, oh, yeah, I remember you. What year that, one kid, right? And I was like, I think so. I don't know. And so basically he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember you. I'm still a genius. And he was just babbling on about how smart he got in 6th grade, and in 7th grade he got even smarter. I don't know what it had to do with that, but I just asked him how he was doing. I didn't ask him if he got smarter over the summer. No, I didn't ask him that. I just said, hey, how you doing? You remember me? So yeah, he was just basically babbling on about how he choked me whenever he was in 5th grade, and how he's so much smarter than me, and like he's just still a jerk. Like he's just still a complete jerk, and I just have no reason to. I don't know why I came up to them and said hi, but I did, and that was my fault. So a couple weeks go, no, like 1 week goes by, he just sits in the front of the class listening to one of the third hour teachers, and one day I walk into the school building, and this is about a week later. I walk into the school building to see a fight going on in the hallway. And so, like any logical person, I walked over there to see what the fight was going on about. Like, I wanted to know why these kids were fighting. And it was, of course, Anthony and some other kid. And Anthony was choking this kid, talking about how he stole his lunch money. No, this kid, what happened is, one of my friends told me, because they were in the lunch line, like a breakfast line, because whenever you walk into the school building, there's a breakfast cart, sitting by the doors, and, so I walked in, Anthony screaming, because a teacher ran up to Anthony and grabbed him, and Anthony was just screaming how this kid stole his lunch money, and keep note, we don't have lunch money anymore. Alright, all the lunch money is digital, and you have to put the lunch money in on a website on the school. And so this kid was just like, he stole my lunch money! And the other kid was just sitting there trying to catch his breath, because he just now got stopped. Like, he just now was able to catch more air because Anthony stopped choking him. And Anthony was just like, he was stealing my lunch money. He needs to be expelled. And he was just really sounding like, and he was in a cult about, that's literally, like, everyone in the hallway was thinking he was in a cult, and here's why. We'll get to that later. and he was just saying, like, he stole my lunch money, and the other kid was just like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. When he gets up, the other kid that quote-unquote stole his lunch money decides to run down the hallway. Some other teacher starts chasing after the kid, and the teacher that was chasing after him, it was a really funny sight. The other teacher that was chasing after him was one of the lunch ladies, and that lunch lady, she was kind of chunky, and so you were just seeing like her just running, chasing down the hallway at like 2 miles per hour, trying to run after this kid that was going like 10. And so Anthony was just sitting there like, he stole my lunch money. My community does not allow stealers. And everyone was like, wait, did this kid really just say my community does not allow stealers? And the kid, Anthony, was like, my community, they are going to forbid him from coming to this school ever again. And everyone was just sitting there like, oh my goodness, what is happening? Who is this community? Why did he choke the kid for stealing a non-existent lunch money? And also, why would he even need lunch money? First of all, breakfast is free, and he brings lunch to school every day. Like, why would he need a lunch money? And so he was just babbling on about how this kid, quote unquote, stole his lunch money. The teacher took him down to the principal's office. And from in the principal's office, like we were all in class, the principal's office is literally at the front of the school. And we were still hearing him from about like a mile away. Of course, it wasn't a mile, but I mean, like, you guys get it. We were still hearing him babbling on about his community, which everyone thinks is a cult. And we don't know what they do there, but we just know that his community does not allow stealers. And I mean, hey, if you are in a cult and, like, you're not murdering people, and, I mean, like, yes, it's weird. Why are you in a cult? You should probably get out of there, because, like, that's not normal human being things. But, yeah, this kid was really, like, beyond the definition of normal. Like, he was a total weirdo. He was, like, he choked random kids for random reasons. Like, you guys go watch the This Kid Choked Me video from a few months ago. I just decided to do another storytime video. Sorry about the gameplay in the background. I really suck. I don't know what game I'm playing. But, whatever it is, I suck at it, probably. But, yeah, I was just not going very friendlies. It was just being, it was an interesting time. Yeah, so the kid choked another one, and, it was very uncomfortable to see. I'm gonna go and interrupt the video for a minute. Everyone, I just want to go and say that, thank you for, if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you for subscribing. If you liked the video, thank you for liking it. And, yeah, I'm gonna go and let you guys get back onto the story time now. I just want to go and let you know, subscribe, leave a like, and, turn on the notification bell so then next time, I post another video, you can, just, know it's there. Watch it if you want. I don't care. You can subscribe later because it's free. Let's go and get back to the story time. So, yeah, the kid was just rabbling on him in the hallway about, like, his community. And then whenever he came back into the classroom, he was just, you could tell he was crying in there. Like, that's legit what was happening. Like, he was just bawling his eyes out in that principal's office. And he came back into the classroom, and you know that dumb things that children do whenever, like, they're done crying. It's like, hello, like, where they're just stuttering a whole bunch. Yeah, that's what he was doing, and he was like, huh? And he was a complete teacher's pet up until this point, and I cannot blame the teachers for not liking this kid anymore. He was just an extreme teacher's pet, and, yeah, he came back into the room and was like, hi, Mrs. I'm just gonna go ahead and call this, this teacher was also a jerk, so I'm just gonna call her Mrs., Crow. He was like, hello, Mrs. Crow, I'm back from the principal's office. And, everyone was just, like, trying to do their best to not look at this kid. Because, like, this kid, he's kind of a, scary little human child cult person. And so, he just came into the bathroom, he just came into the classroom, sat down, and started just banging his head on the desk. Like, we weren't looking at him, but whenever we heard we all looked up and saw that this kid, Anthony, was banging his head on the desk. And he was like, my head hurts! And then pointed to the kid next to him and said, why did you bang my head on the desk? I'm going to report you to the police! And this kid literally pulled out his phone and called the cops, saying, and like, he like put it on speakerphone, and you could hear the operator go like, 911, what's your emergency? And the kid was like, this guy banged my head on the desk! Ah! And he was just going all Karen mode on this guy, like, he should be expelled of this school because he's bullying children, and I hate him, and he's banging my head on desks, and he's been doing this since we were in 2nd grade. And I happened to not be the person next to him, thankfully. But the cops did show up to the school, obviously knowing it was a prank call. They showed up to the school and found the classroom they were in somehow. I don't know how, but they found the classroom that these kids were in, somehow not being, like, asked by the principal what's going on. They found the classroom that the call was called from, and they recognized the kid because of his voice, because whenever the cops walked into that classroom, Anthony stood up and went like, that's the kid that banged my head on the desk! And the kid next to him was like, I did not do that, sir. Please don't arrest me. Because, I mean, like, he's a 12-year-old kid. What else is he supposed to do? Maybe 13. I don't know. I'm 13. But the kid was like, officer, I did not bang his head on the desk. I swear to you, I was not doing that. He's framing me. He banged his own head on the desk. That's the reason why there's a red mark there. Everyone else in the classroom saw it. You can ask them. And then the cops started looking around, and, like, all of us were just nodding our heads like, yeah, that kid's telling the truth. This guy's a psychopath cult person. And, the cops were like, you have a you better admit to us right now, kid, before you get in even more trouble. Did you make a false report to the cops? And he was like, my cult? No, not cult. He did not say cult. He said, my community does not allow officers coming into classrooms and judging me. And so he literally gets up. The officers, like, stop him from leaving the room by, like, blocking the door. And the kid was like, let me go! You guys are trapping me in this school building! And the officer was like, before you get any more charges on you, kid, you have to tell us, did you make a false report? And he was like, my community was not letting me make false reports. Why would I do such a thing? And the officers look at him, obviously knowing that he's a liar. They were like, son, did you make a false report? And he was like, yes, I did. Don't tell my community. And the officers are like, all right, you have serious charges, kid, for making false reports. This could end up making you pay these you have to pay these charges now, kid, because you made a false report on someone harassing you. And just not good stuff for this Anthony kid. And I mean, he deserved it. Like, he was just a jerk. And this all happened in one day. He started choking a kid, gets out of the principal's office, slams his head on the desk, and then calls the cops, and then gets charges on him. That's not a very good day for Mr. Colt Boy. But, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. I will try to do more story times because, I mean, like, why not? Story times are fun to make. Story times are dope. Story times are just cool. And, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and, yeah, I will see you all next time in the next video. And also, if you guys enjoyed the background game, just let me know. Oops, I almost dropped my mic. Just let me know what I should make for the next background game, because these videos are kind of hard to make. And, yeah, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.